Welcome to Book Talk. I'm Winston. I like to read good books, and you should too. Today we're talking about an entry from the DriveThru RPG Pocket Quest 2023 Game Design Jam, and that would be RADD Infinitum, and that RADD stands for Remote Assault and Discovery Drone. So what is going on here? The old Terran Empire has achieved wondrous technological heights, but a disaster befell them, and now here you are a pilot, you have a Zoid, that would be the Discovery drone, the RADD, and your orders are explore the galaxy, discover lost tech, and answer the big question, what caused the great collapse and the destruction of the old Terran Empire? None of the pilots before you have ever returned. Perhaps you will be the first. So this is a solo game. So everything's automated, but we've got a good bunch of stuff with as far as aliens and oddities going on, aberrations and ferals and facelings, nostalgia-mancers. The Zoids are the robots. You have Prime Elders. You have Solarists. Oh goodness gracious! This is fun stuff. So the system is a D10 dice pool. Stuff adds to your pool, and you're attempting to roll successes against a difficulty number. And things as you go, as you make your Zoid thing, your specialties will add, and things will take away from your dice as you do things. You can, of course, go forth and fight, and that is going to be the main thing that you are doing. You have a resource called Cosmoplasm, which is, works kind of like your health and your other resources. So you create your pilot in three ways. You create your pilot, you create your dropship, and then you create your Zoid. And there are so many beautiful tables in this game. Choose your Zoid. You get a first your body type. You get a Biozoid, a Mechazoid, or an Oozoid. Assign your attribute points, skills, and then choose your equipment. Now you have to set up your mission. Based on your pilot level, determines how many challenges you must face in order to complete a mission. And there's a random roll for that. Missions can go sideways or be lost, and you accomplish mission or recover from a mission going sideways by accomplishing challenges. And then tables for naming, not lists of names, but how to generate a name by rolling on a table, mixing your consonants and vowels. Colors, dropship descriptors, bio descriptors, mech descriptors, ooze descriptors, materials. Did I mention that these are all D100 tables? This is no, these are not lightweight tables. This is beautiful stuff. Equipment lists and upgrades, and the everything up to now has just been descriptors and flavor. The equipment list gives you abilities and upgrades your skills. Then we go back to descriptors, usually applied to the weapons, things like tech, melee weapon, range weapon, armor types, enigmatic descriptors. The mission goals are randomly distributed, and it tells you what your narrative goal is, and you're going to need to define that. And then you generate a setting, you generate a vibe, and this is just for flavor text. And then you get to the heart of the game, which is generating mission challenges. You have to overcome a number of challenges to accomplish the mission as set forth by the difficulty table earlier. And what these look like are determined by all of the rolls that you made earlier. So let's say aberrations attack. We roll up our mission challenge. The challenge is aberrations attack. Well, we put that in to see what that looks like, put that in perspective of the mission vibe, are alien vines. So these aberrations either are alien vines or they're using alien vines. The setting is an abandoned cryogenic storage facility hidden in a comet. So there are alien vines in a cryogenic storage facility hidden in a comet, and they are using aberrations to attack you while you are trying to bomb an insectoid aberration hive before it can attack human territory. And I guess this hive was located in this comet. None of those mean anything as far as playing the game goes. There's not, you can use those to create a journal of events, but when it comes down to it, your aberrations attack. They are minions. We roll descriptors for the minions, and then we go down here to the difficulty table that tells you what their difficulties are and what numbers you have to roll to defeat them. You get a chance to roll your numbers until you either lose the challenge, basically you roll, spend your resources until you can't spend resources, fail the roll, or make the roll, and then go back, get a new challenge, try again. Basic stuff. You can, it's a little more active than some of the other journaling games I've seen, and because of the large number of descriptors and random tables in here and the way things interact, that's really what this comes out to being. You're going to wind up with a notebook full of, this is what we found here, here, and here, this is what it did, and this is where it is. So it's going to wind up being a journaling game, whether that was the intention or not. But it ends up with, the whole point of the game is to find clues about the Great Collapse, right? There are lots of clues in here. I don't know if that's going to come through or not. The clues, which you earn by completing certain challenges in here, and I think some of the challenges, does it say when you get a clue? I don't remember reading that now that I think about it. Maybe it's when you complete a mission, you get a clue. Maybe that's it. I don't remember that exactly. It's probably in here. If not, it's okay. The clues are in cipher. There are 3 clues. You generate which clue you get randomly, and then there is a cipher key that you have to use to decode this. This is next level stuff. So you're going to be spending a little time generating your encounters and generating your stuff with the random tables. But when you're done, you're going to have an adventure journal that tells you what your pilot and your Zoid went out and did, and the clues they found, and everything that goes on with this. It does this for you with a minimum of interpretation. And that is just, that's the kind of solo journaling game that appeals to me. If I'm going to be spending time doing this kind of thing, I want as many choices made for me as possible, so that when it comes to writing them down, I have to add in 1 or 2 words, or maybe put it in a context so that it makes sense, rather than, here's a couple of items, write a story. Okay, there's a time and a place for that, but not when I'm playing games. So anyway, that is RADD Infinitum. So many wonderful, beautiful tables on here, ripe for plunder whenever I want them. And this is one that I am likely even to try solo, which is really unusual for me anyway. So there we go, RADD Infinitum. You can find an affiliate link in the descriptor below. That'll take you to DriveThru RPG. While you're there, check out my book, Opposing Forces for Fate. Head over to DriveThru RPG, check out my Starman series, or Diane Detzer's Intergalactic League. And of course, you might be interested in my own Pocket Quest entry, Scrappers. When you're done with that, head on back here, because there's more book talk yet to come.